April 8th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Saturday night, April 8th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. It's 11 o'clock on this late Saturday night, and we got a temperature of 37 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories of Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is Trump warns of big price after suspected chemical attack in Syria. NSA spokesman leaving as John Bolton takes over. Hungary, head of the second place party, plans to resign. North Korea tells U.S. that it is prepared to discuss denuclearization according to a source. 6 men were plotted to attack at a Berlin marathon, police said. Palestinian assailant shot in the head by Israeli civilian in the West Bank. Brazil's Lula spends the first night in jail amid fight for freedom. Saudi Crown Prince begins European tour in Paris. Stormy Daniels' lawyer once again takes to his post Donald Trump and Michael Cohen. Uncollected about Vermont dies in Trump Tower at home he couldn't sell. New Jersey governor signs name and shame on order on gun data. Outrage comments on military insurgents and protest petition exceeds 50,000 signatures. Daniel Chiming replaces CEO John Cryan with retail bank chief. Stock market cooled enough from the Trump up. Sailor panel falls on tunnel during American Airlines flight to Dallas Fort Worth. Delta passenger suffered pain will carnage to child the first flight repeatedly kicked her, she claims. Couple engine of Boston Marathon, Bob and Share, story and struggle under her service dog at a Playville bookstore. March was one nasty month for weather. Norfolk, firefighters on multiple times help the surge of the fire that broke out in the flue behind the wood-burning stove late Saturday afternoon. Titan Kristen Tavares and her 4-year-old daughter, Nicole, went at the theater minors. Saturday's commander, Steve Posian, wiped up in another year, litter-based interaction. Witnesses said police shoot man holding a knife on Brockton Street. Witnesses told the reporter a white male with a knife was shot by police Sunday evening on North Main Street. Buzz Aldrin said, did an astronaut really see a UFO on the way to the moon? Our station, the luxury space hotel, slated open in 2022. What muscle has to do with breast cancer survival? Australia missed the second drug results for mental health. Family of 5, midnight with a weather federal weight, linked to several overdose deaths. Peter Chill News Time is 11 o'clock on this late Sunday night, and it is time now for a Peter Chill Trevor the Treasure Check on this late Sunday night. Beep! Let's study off on the MBT where Randall experienced a 10-15 minute delays due to early stable trade at rate trade at the JFK UMass. Otherwise, looking good in the subway can be rail and the ferries. Okay, look at the Nine West and Byways of New England. In Rhode Island, it is looking good at around, except a little slower at 95. Both ends around Route 610 in the Providence area. 130 to the westbound side, a little slower to Jamestown. 495 on the southbound side, a little slower Route 28 out in Middleburg. Route Sagway Bridge on both ends is backed up. Route 600 to the westbound side, and it's a little slow just before Route 124 to East Harwich. And South Expressway, southbound side, a little slower at South Boston Stretch, Mass Park westbound side, a little slower to Newton Quarter. 495 at the southbound side, a little slower at the Chelmsford Stretch. 290 westbound side, a little slower at Route 485 out in Bomber. 91 northbound side, a little slower at I-84 Hartford, Connecticut. Route 25 at the northbound side, a little slower at the Bridgeport Stretch. Up north, 295 eastbound side, a little slower around the Port Maine Stretch. I-89 southbound side, a little slower at Randolph, Vermont. Interstate A79 southbound side, a little slower to the Vermont State. New York, Vermont. Interstate 95 main term on the northbound side, a little slower to 202 Lewiston and onwards 15 so 7 Quebec. Peter Chill News Time is 11:01 on this late Sunday night, and it's time now for Peter Chill. It's time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite open shows snow off the Chatham, Massachusetts, and some rain, sleet, and snow off the Nantucket coast, and some snow showers. Zooming in a closer look at it. is lighter snow showers stretching the line from Templeton all the way down to Princeton, Massachusetts, and then respective snow showers from Fitchburg all the way up to Wichita and up in the Fitzwilliam and south of Jeffrey, New Hampshire, and another batch of snow showers stretching the line from western Concord, New Hampshire, all the way down to Rutland, Vermont, and snow around Bennington, Vermont, and snow up in the central and northern portions of New Hampshire, down to western portion of Maine, western Rutherford, Maine, and snow up in the north central Vermont, and up in the upstate New York. And some snow from Little Falls, Rome, and down around Syracuse, New York. Okay, temperature spread around the region is in the 28 to 38 degree range in southern New England, and it's in the 20s, but much of northern New England with a 3 degree reading from Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, Norton, 34 degrees, temperature, humidity of 57%, 2.20 degrees, barometer 29.3 inches, rising rapidly, winds northwest at 5 miles an hour. Okay, forecast goes like this. Tonight, mostly clear sky about 25 degrees, northwest, wind about 7 miles an hour for Monday, sunny sky about 47 degrees, winds about 8 miles an hour for Monday night, mostly clear sky about 29 degrees, calm wind for Tuesday at chance rain after 4 p.m. Mostly clouds got about 40 degrees. Calm wind Kevin. Saffron 5 to 7 miles in the afternoon. Chance rain 30%. New Prismatic less than 10 inches possible for Tuesday night. Chance rain before 7 p.m. Mostly clouds got about 30 degrees. Saffron about 5 miles an hour. Kevin comedy chance rain 30%. Wednesday mostly podcast about 54 about 35 degrees. Thursday at chance shots at 20 p.m. Putty Center the mostly clouds got about 57 about 41 degrees. Chance rain 30%. Friday, mostly clouds about 62 about 41 degrees. For Saturday, Putty Center got about 56 degrees. For Saturday night, a chance of shots, mostly clouds about 40 degrees, transpiration 30%. And for Sunday, chance of shots, mostly clouds about 56 degrees, transpiration 50%. Peter Chill News Time, 11:04 on this late Sunday night. And it is time now for a Peter Channel Sunday Night Sports Nightly. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Let's start you off at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Red Hot Boston Red Sox squared off against the Tampa Bay Rays, and they are the winners of 7 straight, and the things look good for the Red Sox early on as Henry Rivers grabs out of the shortstop Eddie Hedgemeier to first baseman Brad Miller, and Mookie Betts scores make a 1-0 favorite of the Red Sox, but then C.J. Cronenworth on a 5-ball center field at the top of the second to make it 1-1 to score, and then top of the third calls Gomez doubles on a line driver, and right fielder Mookie Betts scores one ref Snyder, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Rays, and then Eddie Hedgemeier singles on a foul ball on center fielder Andrew Benintendi and Daniel Robinson scores 3-1 Rays on top of them. Top of the fifth, Brad Miller singles on ground ball 2. Center fielder Andrew Benintendi and Daniel Robinson scores. Howdy Ramirez, bottom of the fifth, singles on ground ball 2. Shortstop and they hit Giovanni scores Eduardo Nunez and Christian Vasquez the third and Mookie Betts the second base to make it 4-2 in favor of the Red Sox of the Rays. But then top of the 6, Kevin came out, triples on 4-0. Center fielder Andrew Benintendi scores Matt Demi to make it 5-2 in favor of the Rays. And then top of the 7th, Rays challenge. Caulfield was up. Joey Wendell triples on a line drive. Left fielder J.D. Martinez that scores. Daniel Robinson make it 6-2 in favor of the Rays. And then Jesus Sucre out of Sox fired right for the Mookie Betts that scores. Joey Wendell with 7-2 Rays and many Fenway faithful. Some had doubts about the Red Sox that they're going to lose. But bottom of 8, that's when the Red Sox woke up. Mitch was on 5-ball left fielder Alex Smith that scores. Howdy Ramirez to make it 7-3 in favor of Tampa Bay. Then Rafael Devils doubles on ground ball to left fielder Alex Smith that scores. Mitch Moore and Eduardo Nunez make it 7-5. And then Christian Vasquez singles out line drive to left fielder Alex Smith and scores. Rafael Devils make it 7-6. And then Mookie Betts ties it on a single line drive to left fielder Alex Smith that scores. Christian Vasquez and Mookie Betts to second and fourth to tie 7. And then Andrew Benintendi doubles on far center fielder Kevin Commander scores. Mookie Betts and the Boston Red Sox come from behind to defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 8-7 to go to 8 and win the season as it's their best start since 1920. Smith got the win, Colomb got the loss, and Kimmel got his 3rd save of the season. Next up for the Red Sox, they'll be at the Fenway Park Wimbledon, the New York Yankees for a 3-game series. On Tuesday night with Chris Sale on the Red Sox and Luis Severino on for the Yankees. The Red Sox continue to impress the Major League as they have a good chemistry by Alex Cora, and the chemistry is good, the excitement is good, and everything is good in Red Sox Nation. Everything is good for the Red Sox. Okay, looking at some other MLB scores down in Washington Nationals and the New York Mets tied at 5. And then the New York Yankees fall to the Baltimore Orioles 8-7 to follow 12 innings. Cleveland Indians over the Kansas City Royals 3-1. Pittsburgh Pirates split the Cincinnati Reds 5-0. Philadelphia Phillies fall to the Miami Marlins 6-3. Detroit Tigers over the Chicago White Sox 1-0. Houston Astros over the San Diego Padres 4-1. Chicago Cubs blink the Milwaukee Brewers 3-0. Arizona Diamondbacks over the St. Louis Cardinals 4-1. Toronto Blue Jays over the Texas Rangers 7-4. And the Atlanta Braves blink the Colorado Rockies 4-0. San Francisco Giants fall the LA Dodgers 2-1. Final 10 innings, and the Oakland fall the LA Angels 6-1. How about those Red Sox? Meanwhile, the Boston Bruins went into tonight's game against the Florida Panthers at the Garden in the regular season finale with the Atlantic Division on the line. If they win, the Atlantic Division belongs to the Bruins and the best record in the Eastern Conference. But the Florida Panthers had other plans as Henrik Motion gets a goal to make it 122 to first to make it 1-0 after David Beckham's ties to his 14th goal of the season. Frank Ventano gets a goal to make it 2-1 in favor of the Panthers, and then Maxime Madame gets a goal. Second period to make it 3-1 in favor of the Panthers, and then after David Parcer gets a goal to make the Bruins deficit to 3-2 at 9:54 to the third. And Mickey Donovan gets a goal as the Boston Bruins fall to the Florida Panthers 4-2 as they finish the record at 15-20-12 and 112 points. And they will welcome the Toronto Maple Leafs tomorrow on Thursday night at the Garden. It's going to be a tough series because the Bruins are 1-3 against the Toronto Maple Leafs this season. And the Maple Leafs tend to score early. So this is going to be a tough series of the Bruins as the Bruins are going to reset. Bruins are going to put that tough end of the regular season aside and push the reset button and focus on the playoffs. So I'm expecting a tough series, but the Bruins in 7. It's going to be like 2013 all over again. The Boston Celtics this afternoon welcome the woeful Atlanta Hawks to the Garden. And the Celtics look good, and they had a 58-47 lead, but the Hawks kept on hanging on as Taurean Prince had 33 points, 78 on the threes as the Boston Celtics fall to the Atlanta Hawks 112-106 as Taurean Prince at 39. Taurean Prince had 39 points in the win for the Hawks wall. Jason David at 19 and Greg Miller at 17 points in the loss for the Celtics. Next up for the Celtics, they'll be in Washington odds. Tuesday night for the date of the Washington Wizards. Other scores around the NBA, it's the Memphis Grizzlies 130, Detroit Pistons 117, Toronto Raptors over the Orlando Magic 112-101, Utah Jazz over the LA Lakers 112-97, and the Golden State Warriors over the Phoenix Suns 117-100. And take a look at the standings. The Celtics hanging on to that second spot in the Eastern Conference, and if the season were to end tonight, then the Celtics will have to face Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. It all depends on how the Celtics will fare these last two games as Miami, Milwaukee, and tied for 6th spot, and Washington, the final spot. So anything can happen in these final 2 games for the Celtics. Okay, look at that. Wheaton scores now. Wheaton women's center's fault to Wellesley, 9-0. And Wheaton women's lacrosse fall to Bowdoin 16-5, and Wheaton falls to Maps at 8-7. Okay, looking at some sports news. Patrick Reed said salt at Augusta National 2018 Masters. Kyle's Brescian winning Texas breaks frustrated streak of near misses. Omri Caspian, casualty of excuse me. Omri Caspian, casualty of the Golden State's numbers game. NHL releases alternate Bluebirds first round playoff schedules. Ex-Raider Alden Smith violated moderate conditions. Hornets hire ex-Lakers executive Mitch Kupchak as next general manager. Johnny Manziel needs to play well in Canada to get back to the NFL. Odell Beckham Jr. will be present Monday for the start of off-season program. A tad that lives for hockey is devastated by Humboldt Broncos deaths. And Utah Jazz clinch pass spot a crowded Western Conference. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Sunday night, April 8th, 2018. I'm Peter Williams. Hope you have a good night with a good positive attitude. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. More important. Hope you have a good night with a good positive attitude.